one, one or two, one or three, one or four. Inspiration, elevation, knocking right at your door.
Aloha mai kako, aloha. Welcome to Monobomb's podcast, powered by Pomahina Designs. I'm Kanoilani Davis.
And I'm Kulani Jeremiah Wong.
Welcome, everybody. Today's daily Monobomb is you're responsible for how long you let what hurt you haunt you. And so today's focus is what is it that haunts you? And am I still attached to my past? How can I tell? We're going to talk about some things that we have gone through, how we've moved past that, and even question ourselves, am I still stuck in that? And learn through our conversation how we detached, if we did, from that. As part of this process is trying to understand, did we or did we not? Or are we convincing ourselves that we did? I just want to ask Kulans, do you feel that you've gone through something in your past that has affected you? Has it hurt you? Do you feel like it's still part of your life in that hunting space?
Yeah, thought about what I could share, and it took me right back to an experience I had when I was 16 years old. I was still a virgin when I turned 16, the day after Christmas that year, and the following February during Valentine's, there was a party. I asked my mama to go, and she told me no, but she worked in Waikiki and didn't usually get home until midnight. You know, I just turned 16. I'm all semi-kolohe, thinking that I could get away with going to a party. I go. Things happen, and eventually I became a victim of date rape. Long story short, when I got home, I thought about it, and I just kind of slightly became an introvert. I tried to forget what happened, went home, got in trouble with my parents, felt like I was going to tell my parents what happened, but my mom had other plans, and when she scolded me and reprimanded me for what happened, I felt like, oh my gosh, had I just listened to my mother and not gone to this party, it wouldn't have happened. So it must be my fault. And I held it in for a good 5 years between the ages of 19 and 21 while I'm in college and seeing my friends and becoming, sexually active with a boyfriend that I had for a long period of time. It didn't resurface until one particular action, which was a trigger. There was a trigger, and it was simply just the way that he moved. And it all came flooding back in. And even though I tried, pushing it down and shoving it way to the back of the closet, it needed to get out of the closet is what I needed to do. I needed to throw it away. And the only way I could do that was 5 years later with my mom.
The tears that you shed, what does that mean to you?
I think these tears are just recognition of the fight, that I had back then.
The irony is that we are so fearful to be honest and truthful with who we are and our experiences, to share them, that in essence, all the things that we were fearing, all the things that we're afraid of, still are coming at us. We tend to find ourselves still attached to a past based off of either two things. One, we want to repeat the good things. Or two, we can't forget the bad things. I'm curious to know your manao or your thoughts on how do you get through that? Because it's a process. It takes time. Where do you find that confidence?
Yeah, sometimes people don't want to be left alone, I've experienced online dating. I'm amazed at the amount of people out there who are, just looking for the more physical parts of relationships. I'm fortunate that I have grandchildren that can take up my time. So my time is well spent between work and mana bombs and my friends and my family, and I try to like give myself that time, but also time just for me. So just looking at what I can do to move forward, because I personally don't want to go backward.
This was a great talk. That was really deep. With that being said, before we sign off, I just wanted to remind you folks that you can find us on Anchor FM, Mana Bombs podcast. Also, before we leave, we're going to have a virtual vision board party on January 17th, 2021 at 11 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time via Zoom. If you're interested and you want to sign up, please email us at manabombs with an S podcast at gmail.com. Deadline is 1/15/21 and we have limited spots available and you get to hear it here first. And we'll see you guys next time. Aloha.
Aloha.